So this man right here has pissed off a lot of people, specifically because of the accusations he's tossed out towards Islam Makhachev, and just generally has been getting on a lot of people's nerves. Of course, I am talking about Dan Hooker, who is fighting this weekend against Jalin Turner. He has two versions of him. Of course, the featherweight version is not as durable as the lightweight version. And Dan, he does have a quality moveset. He just kind of suffers from tall man syndrome, so it does make it very difficult to fight against certain fighters. So we're going to try and do our best to use his skills to the best of our ability. Dan Hooker, he's had some great fights. The best version of him, I think, got taken after he took all that damage against Dustin Poirier. And we all know what happened after that bout. He ended up fighting Michael Chandler right after. Chandler ends up knocking him out. But that fight took out a lot of Dan Hooker. He was on a pretty solid win streak. He got 2 wins. It's not like he's gone winless since getting knocked out by Chandler, right? I believe he put on a really solid grappling performance against one of his opponents. I think it was Nasra Hakparas, might have been the other dude, and against a grappler. I'll remember it in a bit, but pretty much the lightweight version is significantly better. All right, that's a point that we got to understand here. So, Mr. Dan Hooker, we got to try to figure out a way to use him effectively. The player base has gotten significantly better, so we got to try to throw some different tricks. Mainly, maybe circling with the jab is probably going to help us out, as well as kind of like circling and off with the calf kicks. Because Dan Hooker, with the penalty against longer fighters, it really hurts him, like, in the pocket. But, good move levels, level 4 cross, level 4 lead hook, level 4 rear hook. He is a quality fighter. He's still ranked in the top 15. He's just outside the fringe, but he's been fighting for quite some time. And this is a very, very important bout for him to win against somebody who can absolutely finish him. I think it was Claudio Pelaez. He won that fight via body kick. There's a good grappling performance against Nasrat Haqparast. You got to clinch with Dan Hooker. It is imperative that you clinch with Dan Hooker. Yeah, he's missing some turns. If you don't clinch with Dan Hooker, you're going to be in a world of hurt because you have to make your opponent respect the space that you have. Like, he has high-level knees. You guys saw it's a level 5 rear body knee. Now, that's not good. If you got to throw that bitch out, you got to throw that bitch out. Because you go against somebody who's like a Connor, or Dustin, or Volkanovski, or Makhachev, and you can't box with them, you got to, you just got to channel your inner PTU, and you got to give them what you got. But we're going to head over to Ranked Championships and try to make this work with Dan Hooker. Alrighty. I like that. I always like it when like a fighter sees my pick, and then they go, you know what, I'll match your pick. So, Renato Moicano, he has a level 5 jab. I think the level 5 jab came from him knocking down Cub Swanson. I was also in Buffalo Wild Wings when that fight happened. That shit was crazy to me. I dropped him with the jab and then submitted him right after. We're going to play the outside game. This is a lot of what Dan likes to do. If he doesn't, when he's going off of the back foot, kind of like the game plan he was putting against Michael Chandler, which he was having a lot of success with, by the way, prior to the knockout. He knows how to angle off. He switches stance well, too, but we're going to try to stick to orthodox mainly. And he plays the tall man game and wants you to kind of walk into his punches. Go. Thankfully, he didn't pick anything like Connor or Aldo or something along those lines. So we're going to be able to, at least speed-wise, be fine. As you guys saw, Jack Della Maddalena has been added. All right. Second on legs. Jack Della Maddalena's been added. I believe he's also a New Zealand guy. We gotta move. It's fucking pressure. Going backwards is down. Hooker's hard as hell. There we go. There's the oblique. Mix up the targets. So that showcase, a little bit lax. That showcase is doing pretty well. So hopefully we get the same type of love for Dan Hooker. Because honestly, like, there's a lot of fighters in this game. When you get some of them, like, you get a win with them, it's like, all right, cool. But it's almost like you'll feel like, all right, it shouldn't have been this difficult with this guy. But other ones where you really have to put on your thinking cap and be like, yo, I gotta match up against this guy in this division. I gotta hope my opponent doesn't do this shit. It makes it a lot more rewarding. Notice I'm trying to match where this guy's circling. Like, sometimes I'll circle to like his power side, even though it might seem weird. It'll be because he's trying to circle to the inside to set up the cross. There you go. Sneaky with the head kick. I would say definitely watch that performance against Claudio Puelles. That's the one where he got the TKO via body kick. His opponent kind of gassed out, trying to force some. Trying to force some bad exchanges. And Dan Hooker, if there's anything about the dude is tough. Like if you don't, I think Chandler is the first guy to have ever put him out the way that he did. Because the dude is tough. He took a fucking hellacious beating from Edson Barboza. And I will say it time and time again. Being known for your heart, being known for your toughness, those are all like attributes, especially on the mental. Uh-oh, hold on. Back the right range. Clinch going. Pressure to clinch. There you go, with the body.
Man, it's almost like he's got a rangefinder out there. Just too easy.
10 seconds left.
Another good series of punches there.
He's circled out of range for now, but this is a strong end to that round. But that's what I was saying, like, you know, those are always stuff that like the fans are going to enjoy, right? How tough you are. And of course to yourself as a fighter, you need to be tough. You have to be willing to kind of go through that adversity. However, when it comes to a point where you are known more for your attributes, your toughness as opposed to your skill as a fighter, that's where it becomes a problem, because you start to rely on these type of attributes to fix your shortcomings, whether technically or whatnot. Oh, and Dan Hooker's somebody that he will have like a fantastic game plan, and he'll just deviate from it. Like once he starts slugging, he starts slugging. This is a dude who's fought as high as heavyweight. He's fought as high as motherfucking heavyweight. Welterweight, I'm pretty sure too. Jeez. And I actually, I used to hate fighting this guy on UFC 2 for the couple of months that I played it. I used to think, I'm like, damn, this dude is fucking tall as fuck for featherweight. And the movement on that game was nowhere near as the level of locomotion. It was just very linear. So tall guys, if you knew how to work the multiplier, super cheeky to use them. Go, body kick. Back up, retreat. All right.
Just over 3 minutes now to go.
Uh-oh. No good. Now, Dan Hooker has his guillotine. He denies it. I believe his guillotine was a level 4. His guillotines are level 4, so those are also good anti-wrestling threats. If you get an opponent that's trying to grapple you, the guillotine is your best bet to try to search for a finish on the ground. Okay, that's a stupid lateral front kick. Okay. Starting to up his defensive game. I see a lot of love on the Yair showcase. Marshall reacting to it. Of course, he's saying the shit about my mic. I'm like, yo, this mic be acting up, my G. Might be acting up. So I definitely gotta get a new mic. We gotta see what kind, because these snowball mics, man, they be doing it. They be doing it for me sometimes, and other times they just be like, I'll watch like the video back, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why does it sound like this? It sounded perfectly fine when I tested it. There you go, he's dropped. So if there's any points where the audio starts to look a little bit wonky, just let me know. Let me know. He's gassed already. It's all the body kicks. So open up a bit. Go. Go. Circle with that one. Circle with this one. He's feeling it. Oh, dude. I respect your pick, so I'm not gonna fucking just knock you down over and over again. Of course you, brother. Just let me finish you. Let me. I would definitely say leading up to this fight with Jalin Turner, the fights that you definitely have to watch. I think the fight against Paul Felder was one that was definitely debated. That's like back in 2020. It was I think it headlined the UFC fight night, and that one was a split decision. Some people felt that Felder had won that bout, and I think that was after that bout that Paul Felder retired, or did he come back to fight RDA afterwards? I think he came back and fought RDA after that, and then he retired. He took that fight on 3 days' notice, by the way. But Dan, that's a really quality performance for Dan. He was on a pretty significant win streak. Then there's the Ali Akinta win was whoo. That one was a good one. That one was a fucking good one. Hold on. Go, rocked him. Dropped him. Head kick. Got him down. Got him down. Let's go. This is the win to begin to another one. Talk about it. With that performance against Al. That's a nice head kick there. Right as he came up, he dropped the guard. So that's a result of all the body kicks are thrown from that side. Alrighty. This is going to be tough. Lightweights, Dustin Poirier. Right, he's taking center. Double jab cross. Go with the calf kick. Double jab cross. Oh no. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and the uni combo. Oh my god. Jesus. Alright, this is bad. This is where the footwork stat of Dan Hooker really hurts him here. As well as his blocking stat. This guy, he knows the disadvantages that it comes to using somebody like Dan Hooker. So he is opting to plod forward and just go and try to like break and block, etc., etc. And part of what helps this, especially against somebody like Dan Hooker, is that stupid frame penalty for taller fighters. The other issue that I really, oh my gosh, fucking makes this work is the guy will miss a forward moving strike, like a hard commitment to a forward moving strike, like right there, and then he's still able to fire off the next strike at the same fucking speed. And we've seen fighters like they'll lose, like their tracking per se, like they'll lose their accuracy greatly diminishes if their opponent uses a defensive maneuver in such a way. Like, you need to be in the right position. We gotta fire back. But these combinations, especially in open stance, like rear hook stuff, crosses getting mixed in there, couple that with the threat of the block stun, and we can get ourselves in a lot of trouble. See that? Jab rear hook, jab cross, tumble. I like to do unibot. I used to love doing that. You gotta slow you down, bro.
And there comes the separation now.
Okay. We can't press. You see what he's doing is, oh my god, is that block stun? He is waiting for me. Are you fucking dead ass? Oh, okay. I guarantee you his sub offense isn't even gonna be fucking good. Yeah, look at that shit, trash. Fuck off. He's probably going to try to strike off the break. Usually, guys, when they do this, and they've been striking, yep, he's going to attack the head. He's going to attack me because my short-term stamina is going to be low. And if you try to block low, relax now, young man. If you try to block low, you put yourself at a huge risk of getting knocked down to the head because you're trying to defend a takedown. I know this guy's in a takedown threat. We got to, there we go. We got to bring in that type of threat against him. Because as it stands right now, it's going to be very difficult to press Dustin with Dan, especially when he's cycling these strikes. The head movement of Dan Hooker's not too good, neither is the blocking. It's going to be strict timing. We got to slow this guy down. Okay. We got it. All right. This is what y'all want to see. You want to see your man struggle. Now, the other way that pressure fighters tend to get people, it's actually they continue to stay in your face after they've thrown while they wait for their short-term stamina to recover. They wait for you to fire back knowing that your short-term stamina is going to be lower, and then they start to attack at the end of your sequence. So I gotta try to keep it short shots and try to get some intermittent grappling there when needed. And the fucking footwork of Dustin, bro. Wish Dustin could have been like this on fucking UFC 3. I used Dustin when he was a regular B fighter. You know, like fake ass Dustin fans. Not gonna. Don't worry. We're just reading where you're going. We're just reading where you're going. No worries. I'm just trying to see where your head's at. You fool! Come on. You gonna sit there and just punch ghosts like that? Fuck the paranormal ever did you. I don't think these are at a high level, but we can just use this to try to. If at anything else, if we don't get the submission, the deeper we get into the stage, the more that it takes away from your short-term stamina, and it can help try to even things out, especially if we try to rack up some damage on the ground. Because on the feet, if I turn on my HUD right now, I know my shit's probably this close to being so can't worry about that. Okay, good. We got to a good stage. Side control. Some elbows. It's not moving. That's fine. Also go for that. Into backside. Damn, he's gonna go. We're gonna make him work for it. Back here, hold on to the waist. Now, funny enough, this is what Hooker was the one that started shooting on Dustin Poirier too. So Dustin started piecing that man up on the feet. Dustin's like, yeah, I gotta start. Hooker's like, all right, this is an MMA bout, and rightfully so, started shooting on Dustin. But because of that, Hooker is why y'all know that now there's a shit called with like the bundles and whatnot. I'm gonna go for it again, where they bundle all the moves together when you get a specific move level, and that's why really he should only have the plata or just the rubber guard, not some subs from there, because you use that variation sweep. And hello, level 4 guillotines. Level 4 guillotines. Hold on. Let him hook. Oh yeah. Oh, but you trying to do that standing guillotine shit before, right? Let me show you how a real submission is finished. Let me show you how a real submission is finished. Hold it. At least you didn't rage quit. Alright, obnoxious style. Obnoxious as hell, but you know, you got tested through the crucible. Got tested a bit. Definitely had to go through some hell there to get this one. So I remember the knockdown. Got some work done on the ground, and we got him out with this. I'm telling you, that guillotine, Dan Hooker's best friend on the ground, and made Dustin go tap. Let's see what time is it. Oh, great! Yeah, we have plenty more time to keep the showcase alive. Yeah, let's go search for some more fights. Respect. I hate that it doesn't let me fucking trying to say respect back. It's not letting me go back. This guy chose Nate. It's an interesting choice. But I think a lot of people are realizing Nate's utility with the boxing. He also has a really good deterrent on the ground because he has access to a lot of like super strong subs. And of course that busted ass looping cross that he has. Oof. And he definitely holds an advantage here against Hooker, boxing-wise. So we just got to see. We got to definitely look to clinch. Trying to clinch his back. Smart. Yeah, clinch back to clincher. Stockton slap attempt. Okay, I see you, my boy. Another one. Okay. Got to hit you with the rear hook. And the only issue against Nate Diaz here, he has carved of wood, which the lower his health gets, he gets +3. Oh, +3 to the whatever is lower. So you could be winning in exchange against him, and then he'll just randomly get like +3. Not randomly, but you know. Oh, okay. +3 to like his shit or something, and then you might end up losing that exchange. So that's what kind of makes Nate very annoying to deal with. It's like a live punching bag with a brain. Clinching again. Okay, I see his meta. Oh, come on. This fucking hand movement stats. Kaka. So it's... Yep. Is this what the new players would call... you guys will call it like what? Clinch spamming or whatnot? It's okay. That's fine. That's fine. He can do that. He's using his punches to set up the clinch attempts. So he's trying to throw 3 4-piece combinations, and then he's clinching me at the end of his combination. Except right there. Now he's just kind of reaching for it to try to... Fuck off. He's reaching for it to try to force clinch elbows and whatnot. Trying to land the clinch elbows in the break. But for the most part, it's throwing the punches and then trying to smother me with the clinch. Then trying to land this clinch elbow with the break. Come on, bro. You can only throw so many 1-2-1-2s. It's alright. We'll feed you. We'll get down and dirty with Dan Hooker. We'll get down and dirty if we need to. Ain't no shame in my game at all.
45 seconds to go here in round
Of course, it's harder to kick somebody in open stance when you have this fucking frame penalty, but that was convenient. Finish him stacked. No, we cannot. Oh, no, no, no.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Ay, ay, ay. It's tougher than I thought. Ay, ay, ay. This is a hassle and a fucking half. He ducked into that knee. And honestly, that probably should have led to like some type of finish to the fight. But that's that perk. But on the topic of durability, I think that Jalin Turner has shown pretty good durability. I think his performance against Brad Riddell speaks volumes of how much of a threat he is. Because if I'm not mistaken, Brad Riddell is a teammate of Dan Hooker's, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. And he submitted Brad Riddell in the first round. He stunned him. He stunned him and followed him down. I gotta rewatch that, but I do remember he submitted him with some type of guillotine. So, you know, Dan Hooker's looking to get some type of revenge. Send him down with a back step cross or pull cross, rear hook. And I don't feel like getting swept. Oh, okay. Are you one of them dudes, or are you just copying what they do? Sidestepped it. Oh, that could have been bad. He just pressured.
Those hands never leave.
See that? Another combination? Brother. Brother. Bro, you gotta watch your own head though. Let's go for the arm triangle. Sometimes this is a better option, even if you don't get it. Only because you can run the risk of absolutely fucking up your long-term stamina trying to punch the dude in that position. Or they'll just slip out, and then now they stand up. No jailbreak for you. And now your stamina's cooked. Takes a jailbreak, gets it this time. Of course, what I mean by jailbreak is that is just a form, a technique for guard retention in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And then get the fuck up from here. Some more clinch. Oh, he shot! Oh, you're a wrestler now. Ah, fuck. Oh my god. You gon' yep. What? EA. Robbed me of an elbow KO. Oh! He quit! Oh, this guy, of course. Got enough time for one more. Featherweight. Featherweight's final. This is gonna be a long ass showcase. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't even think I've covered a lot of the fighters on the card. And I still gotta do Volkanovski. Front kick. Ooh, switch kick. And he's doing the sideways move. Oh. No. Trying to take me down, Pettis. Gotta threaten you with something. Yeah, I haven't showcased everybody in this card just yet. Still gotta do Pantoja, Brandon Moreno. Like that's yeah, I gotta at least try to get one of those guys. I don't recall if I've ever showcased Brandon Moreno. I might have, maybe I haven't. I think I did. I think I've also showcased Figure too. It's just so many fighter showcases. So many fighter showcases. It's just like shit. Have I showcased this guy yet? Like I've showcased Dan Hooker before, but I know there was a bit of a stat change when he lost to Michael Chandler. I think there was like just a slight chin drop, not necessarily or recovery drop, because by all means, you know, Hooker still has one of the hardest chins in this division. Not so much in featherweight. He got blitzed by Arnold Allen, but that's just a result of the weight cut. And somebody like Dan Hooker, a lot of people talk about, oh, you know, being a weight bully, being this and that. You cut X amount of weight to do this and that, and then you will literally have an example of somebody cutting a lot of weight and not having success. So everybody's body works well to a certain point. There's a point of diminishing returns with the amount of weight that you cut. Some guys can do better cutting extra weight. Some guys actually do better going against bigger guys for some reason, right? Maybe it's the way they train, the way that they fight. So cutting weight isn't always going to be the answer. I mean, probably like let's see, who went up a weight class and started doing? Oh, Gilbert Burns, a guy that Dan Hooker finished. Dan Hooker finished Gilbert Burns, right? And then Gilbert Burns has fought for a title. Right, he's fought for a title at welterweight. He lost Kamaru Usman, but he fucking stunned Kamaru in that fight. And that was a result of, you know, Gilbert Burns stopped cutting as much weight and he's having more success now. I was gonna say, somebody I thought I should always cut weight. I was talking about it earlier, but I think he just went away from me. I think it was Ali Quinta. I thought he'd make a really good featherweight, honestly. But his when he ran into Dan just kind of capitalized on the. Usually, a lot of wrestlers do have like plotting footwork, and they try to force some boxing exchanges. And I think Al kind of waited too long to box in there with Hooker. But of course, Hooker has so many threats up the middle, the front kicks, the knees. Nasty clinch. I don't blame him why he took his time, but he got pieced apart on the outside with the calf kicks. Didn't know how to defend the calf kicks, and I believe he got 30-26 by Dan Hooker, and that was a really quality performance. Speaking of quality performance, this Pettis ain't half bad. Yeah, he's picking his shots very well with Pettis. Part of his, of course, is the footwork stat of Dan Hooker kind of hurts him too when it comes to his commitment. You guys will always hear me talk about, you know, Conor McGregor kind of holds players' hands. If they're not as good as you, Conor will do. Conor in like featherweight and lightweight. Welterweight Conor is not as good as those two, but still striking wise, he's still just as good. Not as good as those two, but just right around that border range. But this is actually a really quality matchup. But basically, okay, nice. Not a lot of people know about that. This guy's playing a very cheeky game, and it's one. The idol of Anthony Pettis is actually really, really good. If he has better footwork than you, he's high. He's doing like the annoying stuff, you know, high block, low blocking. Which, by the way, I'm just gonna toss this out. I really think there should be some type of like short stamina penalty, moving your arms up and down like that. Nice kicks. But that shit just be ridiculous as hell. Getting free checks and whatnot for that bullshit. Oh. Two hooks. We're definitely gonna have to grapple this guy. But you know, doing the upper and the lower. He denied it. Yeah. Let's go back to guillotine. He's sidestepping a lot too, so he's gonna make me miss a lot of my front kicks and everything. But it's just a lot of like just teetering on the edge of like my strikes and trying to make me chase him. So when guys have their movement figured out this well, it's actually better to kind of focus on landing single shots as opposed to trying to throw a lot of combinations. Because when you catch yourself trying to go shot for shot with a player like this, see, this is like every fucking time I start to press, he's immediately backstepping and he has his hair trigger counters. Oh my gosh, see that? Okay, yeah, this is all right. You might be the one. You might be the one to go 5.
Second round for him thus far. After a somewhat lackluster first round, he has found the rhythm and found his striking range.
So it seems like he just has a hair trigger response. And what I mean by that is just immediately after an action, he's going to try to kick you. Mainly doing the front kicks up the middle, which I guess would make sense if you're going against a pressure fighter that likes to duck a lot. But bro, I'm using that hook. I'm not going to really be ducking much at all. See that? And he's playing off the back foot. But if you notice, he's very active. You see that? This is honestly how you're supposed to play on the back foot. There you go. Quality shot. Get the clinch in. Punches. If you watch a fight, there's a good boxing match. I'm not even going to reference an MMA fight. I'm going to reference a boxing match. It's Golovkin versus Canelo. I don't know if it's the first one or the second one. But it's I think Canelo is the quote-unquote pressure fighter. So he usually presses a lot. He's the pressure fighter. Golovkin was the one on the outside. And I forgot which bout it was. Those were pretty much the two roles in that bout. And the amount that Golovkin threw in accordance to what Canelo threw was significantly more. It was that bout. It was that bout. I know in one of the fights, it's like the roles kind of switched. But essentially, the guy on the back foot has to throw a lot more in order to get the guy that's pressuring him to fuck off. And you'll see a lot of that translate into UFC 4. Right? And that's why I mentioned it. Sometimes they just wait for you to punch yourself out, and then they attack you right when they think you're done. Like, you're not allowing your opponent to reset. Your presence itself, occupying that space, is making them feel the need to throw. So this is a really good Pettis. Yo, respect, my boy. Respect. Like I like this. I like this. You are making me think. And I gotta really use Dan's tools here.
Doesn't seem to be slowing down whatsoever.
There you go. This is gonna help take off a lot of steam. We gotta slow this guy down a bit. We gotta just take this round to try and get into a dominant position to try to chip away at either the head health or his body health somehow. I don't recall if Pettis has a knee bar, so I gotta be careful here. No, good shots. There's a thing with the back clinch. The back clinch knees to the leg. Those are really, really good if you want to chip away your opponent's legs. That's gonna help out a lot, especially if they've been kicking your legs and you gotta find a way. The footwork is too quick. It's too much for you. Like, that's gonna be the easiest way to try to even out some of the leg damage, so you're not too entirely screwed. But that does affect the chasing. It doesn't necessarily affect going backwards or forwards, but it does affect trying to chase the guy. Good fucking reversal. See him go for this guillotine. What's he waiting for?
You gotta either have two hands in or two hands out, or guys start to attack triangles.
The arm drag. Okay. Shit, let's go up. Yeah, I mean, that was nice. I mean, he's also willing to grapple is what I'm noticing. He's in no rush. He's going to deny that. He denies it. He's in no rush to get up right now. I think he's kind of figured, I got the first two rounds. So he's playing it smart. He's playing it very conservative right now. Check a break attempt. Deny that one. Yeah, Pettis is a really, really quality 4-star fighter. I probably landed the Showtime kick with the dude like maybe once or twice, but I've never landed in ranked championships. You don't see a lot of people even do it, but I don't know. Maybe I should focus. Maybe I should make mastering Anthony Pettis a thing, like in my free time, and then start bringing him out to rank, just fucking people's day up. Go deny that. Yeah, we're gonna start to just. We gotta wear at the guy. Gets the jailbreak. That's cool. That's it. We're just gonna play smart. You gotta play smart. It's gonna be a long ass showcase. I'd also say definitely watch. Jalin Turner's fight against Mateus Gamrot is a good one. Then there's the bout against Brad Riddell. I don't recall if either gentleman has faced a fighter that is just as tall. Well, actually, no. Dan Hooker knocked out James Vick. I gotta watch that. I vaguely remember that. I vaguely remember that. Dan Hooker. Hooker knocked out James Vick. So, I gotta watch that fight. That's just two long, two tall guys fighting each other, looking like inflatable tube men. That's definitely gonna be. It's gonna be something interesting for sure. It's alright. It's a good way to slow him down, hopefully. Or you can also, you can also choose to press. If he's smart, I personally think he's got those first two rounds. So, the second one was kind of close, but nope. Oh, come on! For everybody else, that shit can track, but not for me. Come on. When I will. Gonna draw him in. We got the Rock. We can draw him in. See that hair trigger response. Another hair trigger response. There we go. The Rock. Oh yeah, bro. Small feints, small feints. Yeah. I know Jalin Turner's been knocked out before. He's probably early. I think he got knocked out by Vicente Luque in like his debut fight. And I think his debut fight was in welterweight actually. He got knocked out by Luque, which is kind of fucked if you think about it. Although I don't know where exactly Luque was. I don't know if he just lost to Leon Edwards or something along those lines or what. It's kind of fucked, bro. Bro wins the Dana White Contender Series, and here's your gift. We're going to have you fight one of the hardest hitting dudes in the division. I guarantee you Homeboy's probably like on a win streak or something. I'll have to check it out later to see if I'm right.
It's such a fast leg kick.
But I think he's always the tall guy. He's always the taller guy in his bouts. So I'm interested to see who's gonna. I think that if if the fight plays out on the outside of Jalin Turner's crosses, which I do think can provide a really significant problem, for Jalin Turner. Oh no, Hooker. Excuse me. I think Hooker has a lot more tools, kicking wise, calf kick wise. Turner has some really nice kicks as well, but I don't think at the quality of Dan Hooker's. But I do think Turner has better, crispier boxing for sure. I think so. Okay, can we get him out? You know what I wish? I wish there was an option. Like you see that position, right? It's like cage seated, right? I would really like. Oh, and he had just time to finish this. Hold on. Oh nah. No, we're gonna be good. Smart. I was gonna say that cage seated position. I would really like for EA to expand upon that. I believe Undisputed 3 had that position, and you could actually control guys. I think Marshall Mind and his winning the title with Charles Oliveira. I saw that and I was like, what the fuck? Why don't we have that? Like we should totally have that. But I'm also thinking is like you rock somebody and you drop them there, like you can go for like a guillotine or some crazy shit like that, or maybe try to go for a back take from there. They try to turtle up and then you back take them from there. I think there's so many little positions in this game that are not being expanded upon by EA Sports, and it's really hurting them, in my opinion. But here we go. I think we're 2-2. Spinning heel kick. We have damage in our favor, so we're calf kicks. It's alright, and kick our legs.
Oh, and he lands a punch there. Good connection by him on that.
Great connection.
Check that one. That's cool.
So accurate. And watch the
Nice.
ability
Flicking the hands down. Flicking the hands down. Got a nice reaction off of that. Check it again. Slipping in these hooks.
Oh, that's a good right hand.
Ooh. Feel the tension.
Head kick there, blocked by Hooker.
He is not giving up. Neither am I.
Whip his hip. It's
Okay.
that kick.
So you trying to backstep it there? It's alright, it's alright. I'm taking your roll away from you. We're switching spots. Sometimes this is the answer. Oh, nice.
Into these big leg kicks.
Hooker gets
Nice.
And he connects with a punch there. We'll
This
see
is
if
a
there's
smart
more
play.
of that.
This guy's gonna be good.
Boxing.
Future titles for sure.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body.
If he can learn how to deviate from this style and transition to other styles, this guy's gonna be
toll
good.
as this fight goes into the latter rounds.
Beautiful kick.
Go. Circle off, angle off.
Well, he put so much stock
where his
into
hands
this
go.
fight, and now we're late in the game, and if he doesn't get a finish, this opportunity goes by.
Damn it! I was trying to lunge.
Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, he might
Go.
be out.
With the jab. Go. Damn, smart. I thought he would be ready to try and deny the guillotine. I was trying to get the knee off to that.
Head kick there, blocked by Hooker. Well,
There we go.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
He's still hard rocked. Let's play smart though. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Can we get him gone? No. Jeez.
Back to the feet.
All right. Should make the submission a little bit easier. But we definitely kind of punch ourselves out, so maybe not. Yeah. Should I pull if it pops up? This is a fucking fight. This is what we do it for.
Will is really remarkable to watch.
Oh! Oh! Wow! Oh, you went for it. If I slipped, that would have been the fucking lights out. That's a 5-star move.
Nice job to raise the guard and block another
Oh
strike
my
there.
God.
He doesn't want the ringside
He's
position
going for it.
anywhere near this octagon.
He has to understand that at any moment
Yeah.
if this thing
Just
goes
got the
down,
knee for the one time.
he's
Sidestepping. There we go. There we go. Got him. 30-something seconds left. And we got him. Wow. Wow. Whew. That's going to be the last one. This is going to be an extensively long showcase. Part of the reason why is, Dan, like I said, Dan Hooker's been making a lot of enemies. Also, especially after Volkanovski lost to Islam Makhachev. And then the accusations with no proof and everything else. Like, he's definitely been being like the villain for like a lot of folk. But let's see if he pulls out this W against Jalin Turner. I think it's going to be a very tough fight. I think it's going to be a close fight. But that's going to be it for Mr. Dan, the Hangman Hooker, number 17. Please subscribe. I appreciate all of you. I am out of here. All love. Peace out.